Sunny Wednesday evening, Champlin Park High School. It's boys high school soccer, and this matchup features Coon Rapids Cardinals traveling all the way here to Champlin Park to take on the Rebels. I'm Joe Ruhlin along with Jim Childs. And Jim, so close they could probably kick a soccer ball from one school to the other.
You are right, and another great matchup in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Last game of the season for both teams of the regular season. So both are coming off losses, one to Pork Center and one to Osseo. Osseo has looked really solid. You can see right there, that's the Northwest Suburban Conference. Maple Grove up on top, Joe. They have been one of the top teams in the state.
They have, and that will end after this year because they'll be going to the new conference. But I was going to say, hey, they've been a thorn in the side for many of these teams, and of course, the last couple of seasons have ended in section play due to a one-goal loss from Champlin Park to Maple Grove in the section championship. Meanwhile, here's some of the teams. Osceo's having an outstanding season. Andover as well. Everyone heats up. Blaine looking strong and better as ever, along with Park Center. There you get a look at Coon Rapids as they try to wrap their season at 2-7-3 in conference play. And Anoka having a season at 2-9-1. But tonight, a good matchup as a couple of teams starting to hit their path the right way. The Coon Rapids are 3-7-4, Jim. They've been outscored this year, 24-34, but that is an improvement from last year.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Cardinals come in young. They've got some young group. And they've got a good goaltender. You know, Drew Howard has done a nice job in net so far for the Cardinals.
And hey, you're going to look at the Rebels, their starting lineup as well. Of course, Drew Yeager will be in goal for the first half. He comes in with the goals against of 2.52. Some great hands, great athleticism, but up and down this Rebels squad, head coach Brady Hicks is very direct on his input to say, we can play so well and we can put together some big wins, but there's a series of games that we have allowed 11 goals scored by the same player in 3 games. And one of those was against Blaine just last week, and he goes, we got to make those adjustments. One player who scores 3 goals, and I know how his brain works and his expectations, that's just not acceptable defensively. So it's a team that has the ability to score. I can tell you, they put up 42 goals, Jim. They've allowed 30. That is not a standard that he's up for at all.
No. And Sano, number 8, you'll watch it, Kafima Sano, has been really the offense along with Trey Jones.
Hey, it is. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. 13 goals on the season, and we'll go to the national anthem.
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
the singing of the national anthem here from Champlin Park High School as we get the pivot and get the players on the field for this, the second of a twin bill here from Champlin Park High School. I expect, some juice, some flow. These teams are so athletic, Jim. It's almost like trying to call a hockey game on a football field because they are so quick and explosive. And you got to watch the dimes that come off the foot of Sano. He can dish, he can set up, and it's a great team to watch. And meanwhile, Coon Rapids trying to hit their zone.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And the size of Sano when he's out there, and like I said, he's number 7. You'll see him out there. He is such a big kid. He uses his body really well down low and able to create offensive opportunities. So good, fun to watch him. On the side of the Cardinals, Adam Kish. He's got 9 goals so far this season. He's just a sophomore too, so we'll keep an eye on him. That is number 10.
Set to go. You mentioned the keeper for Coon Rapids and that in Howard. That's 6'2" sophomore. Yeager between the posts for the Rebels. We're underway, and that wind has really subsided.
Oh, yeah.
Since it was blowing a couple of hours ago. This one a through ball, easily fielded there by Howard. He'll pick up, survey the field, and dish out a pass, a quick throw up. Along the near side, defensive play here as you get Jackson Young there. He looks big. He looks tall. That's because he's going to play college basketball next season at Concordia St. Paul. He'll join Ben Kopetsky there at a 6'3" defenseman. Right now, making a run. That's diffused by Coon Rapids. A through ball cannot connect, and Howard's there to scoop up and survey once again. Hey, they always cover it well. And they let that keeper throw it in and kind of dictate that tempo. They want accuracy coming out, put it on the foot versus trying to battle for possession. Up to midfield, trying to work his way through. There you get a look at some size in Warku. Back through now, and a through ball is dropped up at the 6, pitched up high from the keeper, Yeager. He goes trying to elevate player down with a broken hand already. At least that's what it appears. With the cast on. Went up hard, and boy, did he get taken down on a hard shot that time. That was Gulbranson who went down for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, Trey Jones, good sportsmanship, comes up and shakes his hand. Make sure, see right here, Jones just comes on the side. A head-to-head contact. Both have pretty hard heads, it looks like.
Suave on the free kick, left foot approaches just outside the 40. Pitches this nicely, elevating, collision inside the 6. From the 18, goes through the uprights. And a good opportunity. Great setup that time by Suave on a pitch from just outside the 40.
Yeah, great job by the defenseman to get ahead on that and get it out.
You can hear the talking on the field through attempt. Sano. They're going to try to drop it now, reciprocating, get it back to him. That was on the attempt that time from Rothermall. Rothermall, just a sophomore. Head coach Brady Hicks says this kid's got some great potential, even better vision on the field as a sophomore, someone to keep an eye on there. Number 20, Murdoch Rothermall. Throw in awarded here. This will come the way for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. And they come into the mark of 3-7-4. They've been outscored this season 24-34. In the first half, Jim, they've only been outscored 7-9.
Yeah, not a lot of scoring in the first half for both these teams.
That tells me also, hey, maybe a lack of depth for the Cardinals in that second half. They've got 2 shutouts this year, do the Cardinals as well, and 4 ties. Those ties came to Anoka, Osseo, Andover, and Forest Lake. Moving it out wide. Cassup there. Cassup with 5 goals. A big body who can control and unleash some velo on a shot. And this is going to be a free kick once again here for the Cardinals at the 25.
Yeah, Keegan Anderson came up to support and just couldn't get the trigger out before he got just pounced on by the Rebels.
Everyone positioned on the side, just inside the 18, trying to lead it through a header, but there's Yeager, comes up with a clean. Right in that midsection, as you could see, it was an attempt there by the Cardinals to get ahead on that lofted shot from the 25. Now drop back as the Rebels will try to progress it. Sano has it on the far side. He's got pure scoring ability and can pass out the dimes. There's a dish right now to Trey Jones, unable to get a foot. They settle inside the box, now to the top of the 8. A drop pass up to the fan of the 18, working the ball, rotating it. Another quick shot, deflection, just missed. As again, some great opportunities early on the doorstep there for the Rebels.
Well, that all started with the run by Sano. Sano passes it over to Trey Jones and just a bit too far. You can see right here. And Jones had 2 opportunities, just couldn't get enough of the leather on it.
Jones again through that 6 and some good opportunities. He's been on a bit of a scoring drought, not collected a goal in probably the last 3 weeks. So you got to think he's due. He's always in that mix. A throw in after this whistle, and Coon Rapids will need to give the ball back, and they do on that far side. Big return tonight is Sam Feuerborn on defense. Enjoy having him back, number 22. He's had a bit of a sore hamstring, so they want to keep an eye on him, so he's ready to be a section play.
Boy, the size of the Sano and Jones up there, they just they're big bodies and they move well.
A little give and go back to midfield. They lead it through on the far side, wrestling through, and a little sliding maneuver there by Jamel Yafondo. Throw in awarded back again here too. Austin Hacker. A header. They're going to say push from the back now. They said it's going to go back to the Rebels. Here's the throw-in. It's again settled again. Hacker had it momentarily. Dishes a left foot pass. Now pivoting. Trying to set it back down the line. They'll double team any chance they get at Akasap. Winging it back out defensively and deep. Sauve rather. Far side disrupted along the far side, still holding possession. Redirected back to the Rebels back line, and they'll move it up. Just underway here in the first half, no score. It's the Rebels in the dark blue taking on the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Final game of the regular season. Through attempt, no, pitched and redirected by the defense there of Coon Rapids.
Kavansong with a nice lead there, just hit a Cardinal. Looking for Trey Jones again.
This one kicked out of play. Throw-in will be awarded to the Rebels. Coon Rapids winless in their last 5 matches. Their last win came against Spring Lake Park 7-1 on September 17th. But coaching staff and all feel like it's just a good crew. Good quality players, and continue to work their way into a better situation, and almost a score opportunity there for the Rebels. They keep coming, man. They keep coming at you, Jim, in waves, and both these teams very active and athletic.
Yeah, Devin Kavansong again with a nice header just on the backside. That was a great cross.
Keep an eye on Kamvong Sung. He's great on those throw-ins as well. Through ball attempt, race and pursues. After it there, who's going to win this battle will be a throw-in for Coon Rapids. Talked to Brady Hicks, the head coach for the Rebels, before the game. And we talked a little bit about that 2-0 loss to the Andover Huskies, and he's like, hey, we had just 7 bad minutes in that game. We just can't afford that. And He said, we gave up a goal we shouldn't have on a throw-in. He goes, Joe, can you a throw-in from the and that's just not something we should be doing. And so, you know, he's got those things corrected. Charging in. A good move and continuing to pursue there. Raouz.
Yeah, so no, just a half a step off on that. Freddie Hicks, I like the guy. He's so honest and doesn't pull any punches. One of the really great coaches here in the Northwest Suburban.
Yeah, he was the women's and men's coach at Anoka Ramsey for quite a while. In fact, he also coached the Champlin Park girls coach as well. Alvarez, when he was in college, as a keeper. So those two are always giving each other a hard time. But that's the one thing with Coach Hicks is he'll tell you what he sees. Some of it we can't use. He'll hit this one high, strike it, and he'll stay in play. Great job of settling that quickly. That time by Yofonda, trying to move it upfield. We're going to get a whistle, violation, and a free kick awarded here to the Rebels.
Yofonda's got great vision on the field. Boy, he just understands where to go and what to look for.
Nathan Rose getting ready here for the free kick. He'll hit, strike the left foot, send it up on a bend, trying to look for that second ball where the Rebels through. A chase pursues. Now Howard is there to scoop it up and see if he wants to do a quick outlet pass or give this a punt to move it beyond midfield. He'll go with the latter. A header. Cut off, redirected by the Rebels, pouncing inside. Raouz, you can see, trying to trap. And here's the throw in. You're going to see a lot of this from Cam Bong-soo. Cam Bong-soo has just a great arm when he does throw these balls. And he's very articulate with it. I mean, just find it so sharp. Inside, down the corner, trying to create a nice corner kick opportunity. They get the whistle, they get the corner kick, the first set piece of the game.
Sano had that picked up. I mean, he knew exactly what he was trying to do on that far side, and he was able to get the corner kick through just his hustle and movement. And again, so impressed with his ability to use his body.
First corner of this contest, a left foot kick. Sends it up to the 6 on the back door. Thought they may have had that covered, but it comes out to the top of the 18. Redirecting, a side kick off the foot. Quick shot here. Is stopped, hits the midsection and redirected back beyond. But you can see right now the Rebels trying to ball hawk. They have it reset, and they will get whistled for the foul and a free kick.
Acasip really trying to use what he had, and good battle between him and the defender right here. Stepped right in front of that was Josh O'Brien.
Cassup in that last win versus Spring Lake Park, he had 2 goals and an assist. Jim, you said watch out for Kish. He had 2 goals and an assist in that 7-1 win versus Spring Lake Park. Through ball as they try to build some depth. We talked about the start here. They've only been outscored by 2 goals in this first half. It's that second half. And here comes Sano on the move. A little far away from his foot. He's able trying to center, put out in front, and the save coming back on defense for the Cardinals. A quick throw in back in as Sano had that ball get just a little bit farther away from him than he wanted. He's on the edge of the 18. Punched in ahead, but now cleared. And of course the Rebels pressing on offense here, not allowing that ball to get beyond midfield. This left foot and a header attempt. Just over the top and missing that opportunity to Rothermel. I asked him, hey, what's the one thing, the coach Brady Hicks, what do you need in order to be a much better team this year. And he gave me that look. He goes, really? Consistency. We need consistency. We can play lights out, put up numbers on a team. He goes, and then we have the game like we had earlier this week where you let one guy score 3 goals and no one wants to close the gap. That lack of consistency has really been tough for us this year. What a run. Still with it on his foot. Wants to pull the trigger. Now look for the pass. He's being shadowed there by Coon Rapids. It's kicked back out and they clear it in. Pinching in. There's a chance. There is Feuerborn. Feuerborn sends this one and then a far left kick through and out of play. It'll be a goal kick awarded to Coon Rapids.
Well, Feuerborn came up to support and dropped it for Ruiz, and it was a good cross. It just a little bit too much ahead of where he was going.
Both these teams, they've got some pop in those kicks. They square up and some speed. Moving it up on the inside and now trying to move it from the in out for the center back. Dropping it back down. Here's a look as they'll reset. Trying to kind of work their way in, pouncing and attacking. The Rebels get it inside the 18, or now try to maneuver. And they get it cleared out of play for a corner kick opportunity unless there was a whistle prior to that.
Yeah, Keegan Anderson got clipped with an elbow, I think. Let's see. Got an elbow right to the cheek as Jones was able to get past. No call.
Jones on the throw in. Cardinals with a header. After the second bounce, it leaks beyond the 6.
Good energy from the Rebels. They just, especially led by Jones and Sano up in front. They just put pressure on you. You have to make a decision. They have to make it quick.
They consistently play a great 4-3-3. And with Feuerborn back, that back line gets even better. Set to him. I don't know about you, Jim, but I just twinge every time I see somebody with a cast on their arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And running with this contact, and that's Mitchell Galbranson, a senior midi for the Rebels. Far side, trying to trap it down. Great job there to intercept a pass attempt. Now holding down, pitching down, looking inside the 18, trying to get some space. A left foot kick. Nice play to poke it away that time defensively by the Cardinals. You just got to kind of buckle to your seat every time the Rebels are coming in with some offensive pressure.
Cardinals haven't had a whole lot of offensive zone and ball possession, but boy, they break out nicely at times. Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's through. Great job of sealing off, and
Jones got called for the foul because he was trying to get around Anderson and actually grabbed his shoulder, it looked like, to try to get around him.
Tough to play with that pressure right along, breathing down your neck. Pass across the way to try to reverse field here for the Cardinals. Some quick touch passes. Even that one is set as Sano was waiting for a pass to hit his foot. Deflection, you can see he just pounces even if it's a miscue on a pass by the other team. Now the second ball here. Deflected at midfield. Back to redirect. Sent back, some quick one touch, but unfortunately this next touch went right to Coon Rapids. A through attempt, redirected back out and to midfield. This one's punched up. Far inside, great defensive stop. Good footwork. Far side, ball deflected back up near midfield, and this one spins high and bounces beyond the 30. And that'll force the Rebels back. the chance here for Coon Rapids as they had some pressure, but now they're going to call a foul on. That's going to be on Sino and the Rebels. They move on from the kick. Look for the through. No time to waste. Continue to hit header. A little foot action and a foul reciprocated here, and that's called on Coon Rapids.
Fairborn is so patient and confident back on that back line. As a coach, you know you've got to just feel good that he's back there and he's going to make the right decision as the last resort.
Near side, left foot kick placed up. Trying to trap, but when you're getting bumped and hit, it's tough to settle that ball. Looking inside, quick touch. Ruiz had it. Now sends it across. Some space here. Looking for just a small avenue to function. We get another whistle. This will be penalty here on the Rebels. Getting ready to check in, Jim. A couple of the Rebels here. Dorn. And also Ibrahim.
Him and Dorn. You don't see 95 too often on a soccer jersey, but see him. And
you didn't see it on a baseball jersey for a while either.
No, nope, you did not.
99 or any of those, right? Until that all changed.
Yep. Down on the ground right now is Christian Alvarado Gonzalez.
It is a fast-paced first half, Jim. Can you believe we're already halfway through this first half?
Yeah, so Trey Jones comes out. Dorn will go up front with Sano. Dorn with 3 goals so far this season.
Caleb Early getting ready to check in. He is in. And that will rest Yafondo. Ready to go. Here's section 5. So you probably know what this really is based off of purely the QRF, correct?
It is, yep, and you're right. So
here's a through, a chance. Pop, goal! Oh, what a run. And what a close. Taking little time. Kafima Sano picks up his 14th goal of the season. And what a quick run upfield, and he buried that. Just a pop, boom.
He's so good, and see right here, he's got speed and left foot. Difficult. You figure he'd go on the right foot, but on the left foot, able to get it sneaking past the near side, the short side, and goal for the Rebels.
Just on the backside of that 20-minute mark, 19:44 to go in this first half.
He's a weapon. He just doesn't stop running. He's
number 7, Kafima Sano.
Sano with his 14th.
That's Sano in the 21st minute of play for your Rebels.
See what we get here for Coon Rapids as they get themselves set again. Head coach for Coon Rapids is Matt Backberg.
Joe, you were talking, it's QRF. So right now, if things ended today, the Maple Grove would be number 1, Osseo number 2, Champlin Park 3, Roseville 4. Don't think, if everyone wins, I think that will be the way it ends up. Maple Grove's probably locked themselves into number 1 already. Osseo number 2 as they beat Champlin Park earlier this week.
A long kick from midfield down to about the 15. Down along the side. And now here's the run. Trying to get possession. Players go down after the collision. Hustling over is Howard to stop the ball.
Michael, 2 with nice run.
This one's lifted to about the 30, and now the Rebels are on the hunt again. Champlin Park looking to duplicate that last goal by Sano.
Good hustle by Dorn to have Anderson make a decision on what he had to do, and it forced him into an error.
Bodies laying all over the turf.
Maybe a free kick for the Rebels. Almost another broken arm for Gilbertson.
Yeah, that asked head coach Hicks before the game, hey, what's your thought? Well, look at this ball right now struck here by Fierborn on the free kick. Always great to see that left foot kick in the bend they get on the ball. Nice job of perching it, setting it up, and a nice loft opportunity there for Fierborn. I know, fortunately, the Rebels unable to capitalize, resulting in a goal kick here for Coon Rapids. Dropping this high, now getting the bounce, settling. Now looking for the through, almost there, but a great defensive play by the back line of the Rebels.
We've seen Joe make a couple of really nice moves and being able to step up and kind of just eliminate the threat.
Good save. That last ball. Now dropping it back again. Get a look there. And Kanvan Su, he'll drop back to play back mid, but Sano wants to lead. Beautiful setup, just missing on that far corner of the 18. He gets it back at the 18 and has it kicked off his foot. A throw in awarded back to the Rebels. Approaching 16 to play here in the first half. A 1-0 lead for the Rebels on the goal by Sano. Every time I heard that, I was at a Twins game, playoff game against the Yankees, and it was snowing. And they had the song, and Sano was up to hit, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
I like it. I like it.
But it always sticks in my head. Wasn't a good experience that game for the Twins or myself.
The Yankees and the Twins usually will not be a good experience if you're a Twins fan.
Rotating the field near side, hop
nice
step,
move.
now a chance inside the 18, rebound right there, loose change, scores!
It's offside.
Oh, they did call the offside.
Trey Jones right on the doorstep.
He has been begging, trying to get that goal. You just got a feeling once he gets one here, it just unleashes so much more. But it all started on the left side, and a beautiful kick here to get it going by
Taro Mendelis, and boy,
Melendez with a really
Melendez,
nice kick on that left side on the court, perch and pitched just right. But knocking on that door, and I'm telling you, there's no win factor here for this game tonight. Trying to settle the ball and forward it up ahead near the 18. Jim, you had mentioned, hey, it's tough here. What are we going to get? A possession going back to Champlin Park.
We went to a soccer game and a wrestling match broke out.
And Kish had a chance for a good touch on that side, but it has. It's a physical game, and Coon Rapids has not had a lot of time on this end of the field. A yellow has now been issued.
That'll go to Jarju. Kamser Jarju will get the yellow.
They can ill afford to lose him. He had 2 goals to assist in that Spring Lake Park win. It was 7-1 back on September 17th. There you saw some of the play there and what was the cause of that yellow. Sometimes you can't always tell from up here for the follow-up of it. Wow.
They're going to
stop the time here and have a discussion with the official and the coach for Coon Rapids.
Probably
about
asking
what will be tolerated. And
why didn't both get a card?
Well, you saw the Rebels. They jump in. There's no waiting around and trying to warm up the engine, Jim. They go, bam, full throttle, and they're off. And doesn't it, to me, this watching them play, you know, and hey, with the Cardinals, it's almost like an oversized hockey rink. They continue to play so fast to play, and the athleticism is astounding, and you know, it's great to see. Scheduled in that second half, I don't know if it'll transplay. We'll see if maybe Bergman gets a run in goal here for the second half. This is the final regular season game for the Rebels. I know head coach Brady Hicks said, hey, with the QRF ranking, I don't know if even if we tie or Coon Rapids would win, not that it would have that, because I don't know that it's going to affect anything
Cardinals, number 16,
in those rankings yet,
Jarju.
as it stands right now. So,
yeah, so they'll have they'll have a home game. Most likely, it'll be against Mounds View.
Roseville was looking to be a pretty high seed, but then they took a loss to Mounds View last week, is my understanding. Jumping in, Rebels. Wow, blocked up there. Those are some big bodies without shoulder pads. And that will draw a foul, and a free kick here now comes the way for Coon Rapids. And hey, this thing's going to be from just outside the 25. You can see that play again as they tangle up. And the whistle there on number 28, I believe. Here's the kick coming through. Jaeger attacks a header, sends it right over the top of the crossbar. That's the crossbar of both the football goalpost and also the goal itself. So,
entering the game for your Rebels, number 6, Jamel Yafando.
Good look.
Fondo back in. I tell you, the Rebels have been able to, on these set pieces, have been able to just, you know, not allow them to really develop.
Pressure and playing downhill, the Rebels. Howard comes up to send a left foot kick out of play initially. Finally, his teammate makes sure it's out of play. Throw in for the Rebels. As we approach 12 minutes to play in this first half, 1-0 lead on the goal by Sano. At about 19:40 here of the second, or the first half rather. I was thinking the second half of the first half. We'll let that go. Deflected, out of play. Here come the Rebels. Let's see what they can do. Corrections and try to slow down the pace of play here for the Rebels.
A nice easy body by Dorn.
Sealed off the defender. Dorn getting ready to release. He sets it, drops it back. Chipped ahead. Now back out. Here comes Coon Rapids. Playing, bracketing, pressing play here are the Rebels.
Entering the game for the Rebels, number 8, Ishmael Ibrahim. Number 20, Murdoch.
Back in. See here for the Rebels, Yafando. Taking a seat there, number 19 also for the Rebels. Throw through middle. There's just very little time to execute. There's Melendez. And the turnover on the counter attack.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll pretend we're on air.
Yeah.
To the far side. Now pitched ahead, pinching in, deflection. Rebels now control. Trying to send a through ball.
Oh, here comes Dorn.
Opportunity if they can grab it first. Control, nice play. Finding it, the gap, the shot. At top of the 18, welcome back. As finally controlled by Coon Rapids. We get a whistle.
And injury.
So just approaching 10 minutes here in this first half. And it certainly have been the Rebels. It's just 1-0. But the Rebels have certainly had some opportunities and certainly been playing pretty aggressive offensively.
Yeah, they've had ball possession. They've created a bunch of opportunities. Trey Jones has had 3 point-blank shots. Either one was caught off sides, a couple nice saves by Howard or positioning by Howard.
Omar Worku, who's got 2 goals and an assist, will walk off, take a break. Take a towel anyway. Back in for Champlin Park, number 18 is Riley Woods, the senior forward.
It's been a physical first half, Joe. I mean, you could see the amount of guys hitting the turf. It's been very physical.
Fierborn moves it ahead with a left foot kick to Melendez. Melendez, a left foot kick, kind of topped it, but still successful in moving it through. Here's a look. No, you get a whistle for the offside again.
That was Dorn. Dorn was offside. Rothamal with a nice pass. Boy, I tell you, he is sneaky with how good his vision is.
The sophomore, great anticipation. Moving near side here, now controlling. Melendez goes opposite, punches it up near the 18. Now redirected back out. Coon Rapids trying to make a run. They cannot connect on their first outlet pass, just putting 2 together. The Rebels so fast. Melendez stops the ball, disrupted. They'll play, continues, still trying to get at it. And now Coon Rapids runs it through. A through attempt, far side. Motherell has a look. Trip is called. It'll be a free kick here for the Rebels, not far outside the 18. In fact, at about the 20 or about the 15. So about 7 yards outside the 18.
Rothamal, great job inside, just getting that ball away and then hitting the deck.
Yafondo getting ready to strike this free kick as the Cardinals set the wall. They go in motion here, set here, approaching. Yafondo, the shot over the top. A little too much pop, a little too much zest.
Knew the moment he hit it. He looked up to the sky to look at clouds.
When you get at that shot, you know you got to strike it just right to get the ball, hit it just right, to not let it fly, but also get that top spin and bend. Free kick by Howard with 8 to play in this back and forth first half, but certainly that field leaning downhill a little bit more in favor of the Rebels. Last year, the Rebels came into the record with the end of their season 11-5-1, and that section championship loss to Maple Grove. Lifting this ball, nice ball across, now controlled, settling, now looking to foot the through there defensively, right at the blue line. A great play. That back line seems to play consistently well. That's Stiles, Elijah Stiles. Bumped ahead. Sano pivots, reverses, now sets up. Through ball, making the run. Finally getting far side, near trying to work it free. They do. A sliding tackle there and moved out of play, out of bounds. There by number 5 for Coon Rapids.
I'll tell you what, the pressure that's put on by the Rebels is immediate. They just have someone on you right away.
Up here, and then they press and they move it. And very little room to breathe. They make you execute each pass almost perfectly. Now Coon Rapids on the turnover. They're continuing to play. Sano, little dancing with the Stars footwork at the 30. Moves it back, drops it there.
Joe, you and I both lost an ACL on that.
Oh, yes. Stiles sends it right down the middle. Could not convert, but you can see the trapping right now done by the Rebels. It's just, they're looking for, hey, a quick pass out are the Cardinals. It's tough to find it. It seems like right now there's almost 18, 19 players on the field for the Rebels. Great job of coverage. And the Rebels right now want to get that one last goal here before the half. Sano has it again, settles, drops it there inside the 18, unable to pull the trigger. Now they will, and this one goes wide, trying to go far post, lower 90 with the Rebels, and just miss on that connection. Boy, you could kind of feel that storm building, can't you?
You could. Yofondo, with some fancy footwork, he gets past 1, 2, and right before the third came up on him, he tries to go far post, and
when Sano has that ball, it's like you can feel that weather pressure changing.
Yeah.
You know, and then you can feel like a Chinook wind coming, or something's going to be moving. And then before you know it, it's a scoring opportunity here. Through ball. Now a good run. Here come the Cardinals trying to reciprocate the pressure. They lose their footing as they make a foot and a change and a cut to their left. This one's moved quickly back out by the Rebels near side field. They'll reverse it, send it back to the blue line, and this sent almost into the stands. Just under 5 to play here in this first half. A 1-0 lead for the Rebels on the goal by Sano.
Well, like you mentioned, the field has been tilted, and a lot of it has to do with the middle field play. The Rebels have been able to do a lot of one-touch movement and passing to be able to break through that the middle field.
Hacker on this throw-in. Austin Hacker. A safe down the line and back to him. They try to work an L formation to get the ball inside. Disrupted there by the defense of the Rebels, and they're on the run. Sano is in pursuit.
He's fast.
Trying to hunt behind, force a bad pass back out. They'll trap, get control, and finally on that far side, he takes the ball over eventually. He just wears you down behind. Drop pass. Now we go. One touch exchange right here. Down low, far side. Get in there first. It will be Coon Rapids. Throw in awarded. But you could see the effectiveness of just that one touch pass, boom, move and cut.
And just the movement without the ball by the Rebels has been just excellent in this first half.
Trying to come in to block. Oof. It was Jones that time. Sano tries to get possession back, working outside. Fong forward side, a header. And unable to connect. You know, I thought about this, but you know who Murdoch Rothermall's twin is?
I don't know.
Malik.
Oh, Malik, yeah, I
can
see that.
They kind of look a lot alike.
They both need a haircut. Yeah,
I might have to get a post-game picture of the two of them. But they always have that great vision.
Both of them do.
Styles on the far side will try to direct and move it down low. Murdoch that time losing his footing. Doggone ball got in the way. Kicks it back to midfield. And there it is. Dearborn. A left foot back line kick sets it up an opportunity. Who's going to get there first? It is Sano with his second goal. And the Rebels have taken a 2-0 lead with 2:41 to go in the first half. Give that dime to Dearborn.
Well, Dearborn, great job. And, you know, what patience and speed by Sano. He just able to get it. Didn't try to rush a shot. As you see, some of them will go. Dearborn, great pass. Goes right over the head of the defense. Howard in no man's land. Doesn't commit early enough, and nice job by the finisher, Sano. You know,
Sano is so calm. I would be in the box, like emptying my pocket, looking for my keys, not really even needing them, and panicking. And he's just, I'll get there. We'll get there. Yep. We got this. Calm and cool like a surgeon. Sano now 15 goals on the season, and the Rebels elevate their lead now to 2 goals. Just over 2 to play. And what's been an extremely competitive matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Jaeger made a nice save early in the first half. And a couple of other opportunities. And now a chance here for Coon Rapids on the free kick and get something close to the 18, or maybe get a turnover. Keegan Anderson will have the honors here on this free kick. No, it's not. It goes This time now to number 6, A.J. Sav. Gets a jump. Nice kick. Got some juice. It's in the 6. It's redirected, and it's out of play. A goal kick. Awarded back to the Rebels. I like that idea. That guy's got a leg.
Yeah, Bojang landed right on Bojang's feet. Yeah, just couldn't redirect it. Really nice kick, like you mentioned, Joe.
Sent back down low off of this kick. Couldn't quite connect. Fierborn. He's got a great leg and great touch from that back line, does Fierborn. Moving in, Austin. Kicks it out, quick side. Now trying to repel. This left foot kick gets just barely inside the 18. Styles lets it bounce, resets. Combine that with a header, and the ball's all the way back out to midfield. And the Rebels circle it back. Now lead it on that far side. On the back line to move it up. At midfield, turnover. And the Cardinals now look inside. Poke checked by the foot that time by the Rebels. 30 seconds left. Here in this first half, a 2-0 lead for the Rebels. Throw in. Now back. Cardinals send this in. Far side getting there, but not gloving it. Is Yeager. He's willing to take some time off the clock now.
10,
Gathers it up. A
9,
quick release
8,
outside on the pass or rollout. Fierborn sends it right down the line. And they say it bounced, but it's not going to make any difference because we are at the end of the first half, Jim. Wow, full throttle for these Rebels, and Sano 2-0 lead.
Yeah, it's 2-0 Sano over the Cardinals and the Rebels 2-0. Really great offensive possession by the Rebels most of the game so far.
Hey, don't go away. It is not 10-2. It is 2-0 in favor of the Rebels of Champlin Park over Coon Rapids. Don't go away. The energy, the excitement, more coming the second half.
Just off of Highway 10 in Ramsey is the city's #1 spot for authentic Mexican cuisine. After starting as a food truck, Burritos Tacos grew to be known as one of the most popular street taco trucks in the area. And now for the last year, Burrito has been serving up the residents of Ramsey from their new sit-down restaurant off of Sunfish Avenue.
When I make my food truck, a couple of friends, they tell me, hey, where we can find a Mexican food, maybe different kind of tacos, authentic tacos. The tacos we make over here is a fresh meat. We cook every morning. The processes to make the food is a little longer. For example, the barbacoa, this is the meat we sell more popular, between 2 hours to 3 hours to cook. When they first time they see my tacos, #1 is the cilantro and lime radish, like traditional style Mexican tacos. Some people they surprised because they see very simple tacos, but when they try, wow, they are so excited to eat it.
Of course, the biggest challenge facing the business today is the construction of the new bridge on Sunfish Avenue, making accessibility difficult for customers. But Burrito remains optimistic for the future and appreciates the construction workers who have become regular customers throughout their workday.
When I rented this place, I know because the new bridge is coming, and I know sometimes it's very difficult to the people that coming over here. But I see a lot of workers for the construction. They work so hard to make the progress to be finished this year. The workers, they coming over here to eat in the morning. They try to support this business too, And it's so nice for this guy. And I know the business is coming a little down, but we can handle it.
For the time being, access to Burritos Tacos and other businesses off of Sunfish and Highway 10 is limited to a U-turn heading north on the highway just past Sunfish Avenue. Keep up with all Highway 10 updates on MDOT's website and make sure to keep supporting small businesses like Burritos Tacos while construction continues.
I like to see people very often, and I like to talk to everyone when they come, because I see the faces when they live. And it's very nice, because they try to do something so different. But thank you for everyone to come and to enjoy our food. This is what we do over here in Bredos Tacos.
Hey guys, I wanted to try something new lately, so I decided to go to the City of Ramsey's website, their Park and Rec page, and I decided to try out intro to archery. Let's go see how I did.
The fun thing for us as coaches is that first end when we actually teach them how to draw the bow and to release and shoot their first arrows. We see a lot of misses. We see the arrows go flying and the kids kind of go, oh wow. And then as we start to make adjustments as coaches, we start to see less arrows move beyond the target and we see more hits on here. So that's like one of the most rewarding things for me as a coach is being able to see improvement and help that, hope use the word, aha moment. That's one of our big things is seeing those aha moments or hearing a child on the line say yes when they hit the X, you know, it's super rewarding.
Hey Leslie, it was your
Yes.
first time shooting a bow, what'd you think?
I am weak. You have to be strong and you're pulling back. It's like harder than, the tension is harder than you think. I think I did pretty well. My last one was in the blue. I don't remember when my third one was. I'm happy.
I just honestly, there's so much like self-improvement. I don't know if you put it that way, but I've learned so many lessons just coming up through it. And then being able to just help other people reach those or like have like an aha moment, like they figure out something that transforms their shot for the better. Helping people get to that is so satisfying. It's so great. It's just really cool to watch.
The instructors were really nice and talked us through all of it, giving us tips on how to hold the bow, a good stance, and to think about the wind.
It's very windy, so it really affects things. I had some trouble shooting earlier because when you're at full draw, when you have all that weight, and then you're basically a sail, so it's really important to stay solid through the whole thing. But if you're blowing around like that, it makes a big difference. So yeah, the weather definitely, you have to take that into account. And like, there were times where I'd be up on the line and I'd just have to wait to solid 30 seconds for gusts to go by so I could actually have time. So a lot of it is thinking through how can I handle the weather. And yeah, I enjoyed that.
The grip here, it's the kind of,
You know, just those simple things of holding the bow correctly and thinking about the wind, that really makes a big difference on how you shoot and if you even hit the target. So, just things that make sense once you actually know how the sport works.
archery is really a fun lifetime sport. Something that's super easy to get into. You can always find a local pro shop. Go out there, try some different bows. Most of the pro shops do have programs for, like we did here, on an extended basis, more of the 6 to 8 week programs where we can really develop, hunters, bow hunter, whether you're a bow hunter or just want to do it in your free time. You're 6 years old all the way up to 80 years old. We don't care, we'll come teach you how to do this sport. It's really rewarding, it's really fun.
Honestly, don't be afraid to be a beginner. Don't be afraid to be bad at it. I've been doing it for over 10 years and I still have days where I'm bad at it. Nobody's perfect. So you just have to try. Just reach out, find a place and try, because you never know. It could be the greatest thing you do.
Try archery. Reach out to local pro shop. Go have fun. Go shoot some arrows. Even if you don't own equipment, most shops have free equipment that you can use to do it. Go try it. It's a lot of fun.
The City of Ramsey hosts a variety of programs and activities that will bound to match one of your interests. So you should go check out the City of Ramsey's website and sign up for something, because it's always fun to try something new.
My favorite thing about volunteering as an Extension Master Gardener is learning about the different gardening styles and sharing that knowledge with others. I love meeting and learning from people who care about educating, inspiring others through gardening. Whether you are a new or seasoned gardener, there's always something new to learn. In 2023, our Anoka County program will celebrate 40 years of teaching and working with residents. They learn to grow healthy plants and foods, improve local ecosystems, and create outdoor living spaces for people. I am one of over 150 Master Gardener volunteers living in this area, so one of our strengths is being familiar with the challenges other local gardeners face. Every May, the Master Gardeners host a plant sale fundraiser and sell plants grown and thriving in this region. The money we raise supports our community project and activities throughout the rest of the year. I am excited to see what positive changes we can make this year and the ripple effect it can create. Please visit theanokamastergardeners.org to learn about upcoming Master Gardener events and services and how you can become a volunteer.
We are Midwest Animal Rescue and Services, aka MARS. We are committed to serving both pet and parent, finding homes for animals that were once lost, left behind, and forgotten, while bringing harmony and enhancing education in our community. We started in 2006 and have a 98% adoption success rate. With the help of our community and people like you, Mars has saved over 21,000 animals. All of our animals live in foster homes as family members. Once they get adopted and go home, they stay home. We have a nonprofit veterinary clinic and dog obedience training services. We are actively supporting both ends of the leash, both people and pets, breaking down barriers and building community. Visit our website, www.midwestanimalrescue.org, to learn more and join our Mars community today.
A picture-perfect evening here at Champlin Park High School. Joe Rulin joined along with Jim Childs, and it is Pierre just right out for a fall Wednesday night soccer matchup. Boys high school soccer as the Champlin Park Rebels. Well, they have blitzed and full throttled their way to a 2-0 lead here at the end of this first half. And Jim, it's nonstop.
Oh, it's been yeah, it's been suffocating as we take a look at the recap from the first half. You know, the Rebels really came out and had a solid game plan. Here's a kick that
pressure early.
Yeah, pressure early by the Cardinals, but excellent job. And here you see Trey Jones. Trey Jones early in the game, very, very active, and first goal there by Sano.
Fox in the box. That's what I got to say with Sano. He's always around, so sly, so much speed. Here's a chance here from the edge of the 18. Picked up the loose change, made the deposit, but you know what? That wasn't your garbage and change to pick up. They said, you're offside. So that was a no-go. Another chance on this long left foot kick setup. Diffuse that opportunity with a header. And now here's the one. That was outstanding play. Settles the ball mid-dribble and just kind of toe drags that ball through and puts it in the back of the net. Beautiful work, beautiful pass, even more so by Fierborn, who's coming back for his first game after an injured hamstring. So up 2-0, thanks in part to the 14th and 15th goals of the season for Sano. And starting the second half, we're going to have a keeper change for Champlin Park. The Rebels are going to go with Nathan Bergman. Bergman will start the second half as a goals against, a stingy .44. That might be my body mass ratio as well, as he's put in 180 minutes. So now a change between the pipes and a look at Nathan Bergman.
Well, what a great opportunity. Have two keepers that you can use, both young, a freshman and a sophomore.
They get it going here, and just watch here. The one thing you've seen from Coon Rapids are their counterattacks. They've been able to counterattack and get some good scoring opportunities when the Rebels may be a little bit out of position. But as the Rebels play this 4-3-3, they'll continue their way. They launch it deep, and there is chance there for the keeper and Howard to wait for the ball just at the 18. This the final game of the regular season. Then they shall begin section play as early as potentially Tuesday next week. Not much of a coach's meeting, through ball, but this is still going to get there. Settling it. Sano, goal, hat trick, early, low 90, buried that one. What touch. Fox in the box makes it 3-0 for the Rebels. Just a minute less than here into the second half.
What a great, I mean, nothing Howard can do on that. He's got a finisher that's coming in. But what another great pass, long lead pass. You can see right here, he'll just cut in, wait for Howard to commit, and knew that he had a defenseman coming in. Really no angle that could have been taken.
Well, it was a big window where that defender coming in. Most like to unleash a shot, go up high. He slid that under the garage door into the lower 90, and a thrilled 3-0 lead now for the Rebels as they are hitting on all strides. Another lead. This one's going to be offside on the far side. Awarded back. So 3-0 now for the Rebels.
Great job by Dorney, just a bit off, and that was Rothamal. Again, with a great pass.
We are officially 90 seconds into this second half. Crossfield reversing it there, the Rebels. Into the far side now as Coon Rapids trying to spark some pressure themselves. This is a throw-in. Given back to the Rebels. And, boy, the hat trick for Sano tonight. Unstoppable, but, you know, we may want to dial back that assist on that last goal because that was a dime on the foot. It's like that was tied into his shoestrings. Back again near the 18, deflected. Now back, try to bring it in, set it right there. Shot right through the hands of Howard. Was in the right spot, the right time, but pulling the trigger on the left foot shot there were the Rebels, were some additional pressure. Howard lifts this to midfield. Heads it up. And again, the Rebels. They have set the tempo from the first second here this evening. And they have been playing masterfully downhill.
Well, you've got a couple of just closers out there. You know, Sano, Jones, these guys understand how to work when they're close to the goal. And they have, you know, Sano has been outstanding.
Approaching for this free kick here are the Cardinals. They try to find a pocket here, and I thought they might do that. You could see they were setting up for an initial pass off that free kick. Now some touch and goes down to the far side. This kick is deflected off the defense. But a good little strategy change, too. Instead of trying to get that one boom and hope, you have some controlled passes that move it down the field swifter and certainly much more efficiently. For Coon Rapids, a header on this throw-in, bounces and deflects, and making his first save is Bergman, Nathan Bergman.
It's tough to say. Physically, they both look the same almost from the press box.
Bergman, a sophomore, Yeager, a freshman. Always good to get some live time between the posts. Even better when you have a lead. The Rebels tried to reverse and again try to move it right down the middle. They want to attack that center of the field. To the far side here. Now working it near, off the foot. And you can see just both these teams have such good control on that ball. And here come the Cardinals. On the backside, left all alone, finally getting there to cover defensively. I couldn't get the number, Jim, on that player who was wide open for the Cardinals on the 18 backside.
thought it was number 20, but I don't have a 20 on my.
That might have been Kish. And so they rule it back.
Yeah, it was Kish.
They are so quick to get coverage. And that back line typically doesn't make those tactical errors. A chance there. This one's lofted high, elevating, flashing some leather, bringing up those hamburger helper gloves and making the save. That, in fact, was Bergman.
Yeah, we really didn't see Kish at all in the first half. And we didn't really call his name. It was Kish. It was 10 instead of 20. He was free on that backside. He just couldn't pull the trigger.
But, of course, due to that pressure with the Rebels, Kish didn't have a lot of offensive time.
No.
They were doing a lot of chasing. The Rebels get the throw in here, settle it. Move it to the near side of the field. Send it through, pass right again on the foot of Sano. Sano goes left, goes right, resets. Now he sets and drops it off. Yofondo here dropped it back, deflection, loose ball. Who's going to get it? It's going to be the Cardinals, who guided out of play for the throw-in. Well, they're going to call it.
They're going to give a free kick to Coon Rapids. I don't know if it was. I think it was offsides, but foul called, I'm guessing.
And the head coach is Matt Backberg for this Coon Rapids squad.
Oh, nice pass.
Inside,
look at that.
again, top shelf. Oh, found the upper 90. And just like you thought, he was out hunting most tonight. And Murdoch Rothermall picks up another tally, his 4th goal of the season, and a dime to Sano.
Yeah, Sano with a back heel right back to Rothermall. Rothermall, one touch into the back of the net. Beautiful goal right here. Good hustle. Knows it's going out. A little back heel.
A no look. And Rothermall buries it upper 90. I mean, and of course, look at his pace. His pace was somewhat deliberate,
yeah,
but for a reason.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing they've never tried that in practice before. And Sano just knew where Rothermall was going to be.
Oh, Rothermall is just, he's an excellent player.
Another run, chance here, up top, over the top, deflect just enough. They are buzzing the tower tonight.
Oh, yeah. Dorn on the far side, Rothermall on the near side. I mean, they're and Sano in the middle. It's a deadly combination tonight. And Jones isn't even out there.
Off the goal kick. Had it momentarily. We said before, Kish, Adam Kish, leads the team in goals scored with 9. Has not had a lot of opportunities to put his foot on the ball from an offensive perspective to attack. The Rebels continue to press and force those turnovers. Cardinals now have some numbers if they can get the ball there. Diffused, nicely plays and dismantled as what looked like a good play and a good scoring opportunity that was about to emerge. This is a left foot kick and another one that just evolved so quickly with this Rebels offense. A centering attempt that time, but just over the head of Dorn.
That's great communication, too. Dorn knew exactly where he wanted to go. And Sano put it, where Dorn was going to be without really, I mean, in milliseconds, really exactly what was going on.
Throw in here for the Rebels. Excuse me, not for the Rebels, but the Cardinals. The Rebels looking to intercept. Far side, left foot kick down the far side, just inside the 18, scooping it up is Nathan Bergman. Secures it there, surveys the field. Now a little catch and release on the rollout. Across. Now up again. and precision. One-touch passing. This through. This a chance. This continuing the way, finding the gap. This is Sano. This is a beautiful goal again. Fox in the box scores goal number 4 on the night. And that was such a smooth release and an even better pass. And the Rebels continue to elevate that lead.
Yeah, great job. I mean, that was. We'll see where where that pass came. It was an excellent pass, like you mentioned, Joe. That just set it apart. Either Dorn or Sano could have taken that, and Dorn let off, kind of let off the gas. You can see right here. Good outlet pass, goes up, and that pass is through. And Sano just takes it. Goal number 4. He comes off along with Fearborg.
But, even with Sano, it's not like he's pounding it. Yeah. He's not going upper 90. He's just guiding it to the open spot. Yeah. Squared up. Pleasure to watch this level of skill. But also, you've got to have the breadth passing to get it through to him.
Yep.
And you see just the effectiveness, of course, led by head coach Brady Hicks. Just pure one-touch passes. Boom.
Yeah, in the middle part of the field, they're so good at being able to go from a transition from defense to offense and really creating quality opportunities.
Certainly not to negate any poor play by Coon Rapids, but right now that's the Rebels hitting on all cylinders. 5-0 lead, nickel-nil lead. Just under 29 to play in the second half. Free kick. Yafondo, I believe, there. Now down low, running it on the line, eluding some contact, giving a little push for the remote by Josh O'Brien. I've seen, Jim, you do that, looking for that remote and just kind of give a little nudge.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
And especially on...
Hopefully you don't get whistled.
Those college football days. Trapping, Yofonda. Back again. Another dose up top. Yofonda steps in front of that pass. We're going to get a whistle here, and foul, and a free kick awarded to Coon Rapids.
Coach Hicks not happy about that call right now, and I didn't see it. I don't. Field mics are working tonight.
He doesn't lack syllables, does Brady Hicks on the sideline.
Nope, not
but he
at all.
doesn't argue for nothing.
Yeah.
He's always usually got a good reason. Good coaching, and now back again. Setting, putting the chase on. Boy, they just want to try to reverse field. That's Coon Rapids, near side. Here they go. Trying to get something going, a little too much pressure. And Anderson lost the possession there, turnover. And the throw-in awarded back here to the Rebels. Rebels get it back to Job. I'll tell you, he's on that back line and certainly appreciated. Samba Job, senior defender, plays so consistent.
Yeah, and defensively, he knows when to step up. He knows when to play back. He knows how to cover. He's a kind of an unsung part of this team.
Michael, too, getting ready to come in now for the Rebels. I believe his first time out here tonight at the next appropriate whistle. And, head coach Hicks has to be happy with what he's seen. I'm sure he always has very high expectations, so I'm sure he'll find something there he thinks they need to repair and get ready for section play. Moving pivot, a little spin move that time for the Cardinals. There's some one touch, but unfortunately they're first. It's controlled by the Rebels, an unforced turnover that time by Job. Couldn't control the ball. They had a lot of spin and velo. Broken hand and all as Coon Rapids moves it down, and that's Galbranson again. The senior midi. Sent to the turf, free kick for the Cardinals. Cardinals came in 3-7-4. They'd been outscored 24-34. That first half was really where they kept things close. And I decided we're going to just lose the audio altogether here while I'm speaking. And now another through opportunity. To the corner, offside whistle. Do you think they know we're off? Set back up. Thanks again for joining us. 25 minutes now remaining in this match. It's been the Rebels who have set the tempo from the beginning. Through, up ahead, deflected, hustling back behind, resetting and reversing the ball. Now, through up ahead, trying to get a hit for Job. Job working it down low on the right side. Still with the ball, has a gap, no one's picked him up. He perches it over top of the goal and just misses. I think he kept striking the ball, dribbling. Somebody's got to pick me up and then I'll distribute, but no one did. So he was near the 18 and he
said, hey, I'm a defenseman. I'll take a fire at the net. See if I
got it. We're having this goal party. I want in. And so we'll throw in the Rebels, far side. Again, a very young squad here for Coon Rapids, and you can't say enough about how proud the head coach is with the squad as well. Dribbling, has an opening, stops, drops it back inside the 18. Lower shot, rolls it to the lower 90. A goal for the Rebels, 6-0 with 23 minutes and 45 seconds remaining.
Devin Kavansak with a goal. That's his first of the year. Senior, good to get it on the last day, our last game, regular season game.
Yep.
But yeah,
there's
right here,
Kamvan Su with this shot. Boom, lower 90. Location, precision, buried it. Goal. Number 6 on the night for the Rebels, his first of the season.
And that was Trey Jones. Trey Jones was the one who really set it up. Did a nice job of creating some space, and it got a little ahead of him, and Devin came in and just buried it.
Captain Mitty, great job.
That's Tom Von Silk in the 57th minute for your Rebels.
Well, sense here, I have that actually for his third goal of the season. My bad. For Kamvong Suk. And we have now the Rebels working it near side of the field. Settled, but they're just there for that second ball that comes out on the rebound. That's a drop pass through. This is no offside. It is. Everybody, I think, is looking.
That was another.
It's a Troy Jones goal campaign.
Yes.
Trey Jones campaign. Let's get him a goal.
Yeah, and that was Max Dorn, who another no-look pass that just went off his back heel to Trey Jones, and he was
just a bit offside. You can see from up here. Coon Rapids, I mentioned before, they are out tonight with Alfonso Neufville is out with that knee injury. Say one of the best leaders and great leaders on the team has been Jackson Young. He's obviously not only captain, but he's a great leader. He's also going to be playing basketball at Concordia St. Paul. That is Jackson Young, number 2 for Coon Rapids. Some players in again here for the Rebels on the substitution, dropping it back. Perched ahead by Kish. Back to midfield. Whistle. Stoppage of play. But not the clock. 21 minutes exactly remaining. And this will be a free kick. Kish is going to take this one. Adam Kish. 9 goals, 1 assist on the season. drives this up top, gets a hop, and easily secured there on the bounce. Not much pressure from that distance.
No, that's an easy way to turn it over real quick.
Bergman, by the way, on that save again. He has started the second half of this match. There's another run kicking. Fierce trying to set it up just between the wickets. On a run that time. Wow, just almost collected. That was another chance, but again, to see a variety of different players out there. So productive tonight here for the Rebels. You gotta like that to the coaching staff as you feel good about what you're taking, the section play, the level of play. But as Coach Hicks says, it's gotta be consistent.
Well, you know, in every sport, you got to be strong up the middle. And you look at Sano, you look at Feuerbach, and you look at Ufanda. I mean, they just have a way of being able to be in the right spot at the right time.
Ibrahim that time tried to get a foot on. Drop back to Ufanda. Now drifting. Chance there for Akasap. Akasap here sends a long ball through, a little too far out of reach. That will be a turnover, and possession goes back here to the Rebels.
So on that possession right there, the Cardinals had numbers, but the pressure on the ball made the Akasap move too quickly or make a decision too fast and kick it out of bounds, and that goes back to the Rebels.
Caleb Early returns back in for the Rebels. Jones trying to put pressure. And there you can see also, as you mentioned, Jim, some good play by Max Dorn. Pickpocketed and moved up the field. Now controlled on the other side of the 50 of midfield. The Rebels regain possession. Try to make a run to the far side and now try to hold it. They hold possession. Now outside the 18, they redirect it back. Dorn, a one-touch pass, has the opening. They'll take the shot, but didn't quite get that shot released in time. And we'll get a whistle. And a player is down on the far side of the field for Coon Rapids.
Really one of the most unselfish games I've seen. They just, you know, the Rebels look for that pass rather than trying to, you know, make something happen. They're doing a great job of just trying to get that extra pass.
Players take a quick chance to get some water, refuel. This has been excellent evening of weather.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yep.
Looks to be number 11, Alvaro Gonzalez coming off the field.
Come off, and he's been busy on the far side. I mean, you know, the first half and this half.
Let's be honest, if you're on the field and playing against the Rebels tonight, you have got to be drained.
Yeah.
With what they're bringing, the pressure.
Well, it's been an onslaught. Girls started 10-1 in the first game, and this one an offensive explosion, 6-0.
Entering the game for the Rebels, number 4, Nathan.
I would say, you know, 16 goals in 2 games, not too bad for a program.
Back underway here, south of 17 to play in this match. Perched ahead, now to the far side. Race ensues on that side and picked up and trying to reverse field. Head north. Was Coon Rapids and they were tripped. Whistled the time for the foul is Ibrahim. Move up. Trying to set midfield, that trap stolen. Here's the turnover, counter attack on the move now for the Rebels. They weave behind, reverse field. Still with it, controlling, sets it near side. Yafando was gonna send it down low, but a nice defensive play made. That occasion by Hacker. Up to midfield, here's a run now coming for the Cardinals. Cardinals, and the jet coming out of nowhere to dismantle that opportunity. A Rebels defender. That might have been Job. To the corner, kicked out, and now the Cardinals will get a corner opportunity. Their first of
You're
the
right.
second
It was Samba Job. Man, was he lighting it up as far as speed goes, able to catch up and really diffuse that quickly.
Here's the corner kick. A Kirk will kick in, slide in. Hacker will try to send this to the 6 up top. Look for the header, but it goes out of bounds. A goal kick awarded this time to Bergman. Again, Bergman took over for the second half of play between the pipes. A keeper, a sophomore for Yeager. Yeager, a freshman. Yeager came in with a goals against of 2.52 and Bergman with a 0.44. Now, it doesn't have to be about me, but that 2.52 is probably more closer to my body mass. Maybe the body mass of my ankles.
There you go.
Than the 4.44. Setting in here, watching all this running. Makes me feel I've been underachieving standing up here in the booth. So we got to bring some extra juice to match this energy. The Rebels, 6-0. Still working it. Cardinals trying to get at it here. They would like nothing more than to break that goose egg.
So it'll be a goal kick. A couple people coming back in as Riley Wood's in now.
Just under 14 to play.
Samba Job. You had mentioned earlier, he's really had a great game tonight. He's so steady back there.
He's got some speed. I could not believe how quickly
he recovered.
Yeah. Caught up with the Cardinals forward, who looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
Yeah.
Good burst speed. They'll drop back. Job sets it, fires, moves it down the line, cannot connect. Substitution now in for Coon Rapids. I do not have a number for that name, or that number 43, I believe I thought I saw. It is. Back through. More pressure. Unbelievable speed coming through. Hey, and I'm got to think this is the tempo. This is the mindset you want to come with. If you're the Rebels heading into section play, but not just once, consistently.
Absolutely. Have a chance.
From the book of Brady Hicks.
If we can get some
long perch shot or goal or pass downfield. Dropping it there for Hacker, and Hacker has it roll off his foot. Turnover there, turn on, and they'll throw in. For the Rebels, they'll throw it back towards their own side of the 18, down low. They will move here. The Rebels.
So Coon Rapids, as far as their right now, it's a coach vote in Section 7. So the coaches decide whether it's QRF, which is on the MinnesotaScore.net, or it is on, or whether it's a coach vote. Right now they're 5th so far. This will probably knock them down to maybe around where Anoka is.
Here's a free kick right now for the Rebels. Perched up. Kind of a miss hit that time as they had the free kick from about the 20, and he caught just the top of it, dribbled what they thought were off of the Rebels, but it's awarded a goal kick to the Rebels instead. So Jim, you were saying Champlin Park, by the way, will move to 7, 5, and 3, and as Coach Hicks thought at the beginning, this won't probably move them anywhere in their Section 5.
Yeah, so they'll be the 3 seed, which most likely will take on Mounds View or Spring Lake Park, one of those two.
near side here, continuing to move. Kick back out. And so, as it's on and as it appears right now, Coon Rapids
will be 5th, and a good possibility, 5th or 6th. They'll either be at Duluth East or at Forest Lake.
Through ball inside the 6, near the 6, deflected, coming out, making the save. Howard, now a laser just wide of the mark on a follow-up pressure shot from just a step inside the 18. And
entering the game for your
a
Rebels.
good look there in that time for Melendez.
Arturo Melendez, yes, nice shot, and entering
And
now
into the
is
game for the
Sinigo.
Cardinals, number 4, Ideen Seaback.
Yeah, so Coon Rapids will be on the road guaranteed. They'll be either Duluth East or Forest Lake. For Section 7, it looks like Andover right now will be the number 1 seed, followed by Blaine. So another chance for the Huskies.
Which is interesting with the coaches, because Blaine came to Andover and picked up the win.
Yeah.
On the far, tripping, going down, continuing play. Coon Rapids now will move it up the field. Try to pivot and send the ball now on the foot.
And that may be wrong. Blaine had 6 sectional games and they were undefeated. So
correct.
I think you're probably right, Joe.
Because it seemed like they were playing for that Section 1 seed in Andover.
Yeah, you're most likely right.
And then Blaine came in. I think they picked up a 2-0 win in that one. But we'll see. Coaches' selections, right?
Yep.
Pushing it back. They keep at it. Continued pressure. They're relentless tonight. The Rebels challenging to move it up. That was Hacker moving it up, and the header back in by Joshua O'Brien.
There's still 3 unbeatens. Washburn ranked number 1, 10-0-2. You've got Maple Grove, 12-0-1. And Rochester Mayo, 10-0-2. So Section 1, that should be nice to see some great outstate competition coming in.
Now far side, as I know before the game we had talked to Coach Hicks. I know he had mentioned Woodbury is one team that is an excellent team, and he said their record does not represent who they are. It's 7-1-3 at least from the rankings I have. He says that's a team to watch out for.
Rebels, number 60, Wyatt Logan.
So 19 there, get a look at Michael 2, getting some time on the field. He's been blitzing, bursting all over. Number 60 now in the game for Champlin Park. I do not have that number, but nonetheless, we'll give him a call out via his number.
As far as the schedule goes, both will be next Tuesday, 7 o'clock for Section 7, 5 o'clock for Section 5. So next Tuesday, it will be Champlin Park at 5 o'clock at home.
Michael Munson comes in, the freshman for Coon Rapids. There's a lot of players getting some quality time. An adequate night, really, for Sano for the Rebels. 4 goals, 1 assist. His foot was tapping, dancing with the stars. And trendy, moving in. Here's a look. A pick across the way, a pass. Cut through that time. Such a selfless play there that time by Ibrahim. Now at the 18, we get ourselves a scramble.
That's what I mean. It's just one of those, you got a chance to put it in, but, selfless teams really all throughout the whole up and down the lineup.
Yeah, and I would say this is probably the first match I've called where the goals in both games have been more than the corner kick opportunities.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially this one. I think I have 4 total for both teams. Reversing. Hitting it back. The back line now trying to ignite some pressure. Driving it back again. They'll reverse. Kick in. Near side Hacker. Hacker across the 50. Puts it on the foot of Styles for the Rebels. One kick touch and trying to hit on that backside. Waiting for the official, had the flag up. As you could tell that the Rebels player had to just wait. He couldn't touch that number 17.
And I don't have that number.
Nor do I. I think I was supposed to have that number. And Coach Brady said, Joe, we don't even have that number. I don't know what you're talking about. So down the line, moving it. Under 5 to play. Drop. Turnover ball awarded. Back to Coon Rapids.
Update, number 17 is Moses Felix.
Moses Felix, love it.
Hard-hitting investigation that I just went through.
MF, Moses Felix, I got that. Moving in, turnover. A foul, that's going to be a free kick for the Cardinals.
Both games going to running time early in the second half.
Somebody who's touching the ball there as a backliner, I didn't envision that tonight, is Adam Kish.
Yeah.
Here's a run again, trying to hustle back. Cavalry trying to seal it off, trying to get the spacing. Pinching in all the way from the back line here, the Rebels. And that is, that might have been Woods, Riley Woods.
Yeah, other than a couple of set pieces, the Rebels have not really been pressured on defense at all. I mean, they have there's been 2 set pieces that I can remember, Joe, that the Cardinals have challenged, but it's really been the momentum's been on the Rebels since the beginning, since the opening kick.
Correct. They got up and go and hit the accelerator and went full throttle from the first pass. Kick down below. We'll get a free kick once again for Coon Rapids. We approach 2.5 remaining in this match. 6-0 evening win for the Rebels. Hey, you may have struggled some during the season, but this type of game feels pretty good. I'm guessing as a team to kind of get everything in sequence. You kind of want to try some different formations, some different avenues, and when you can do that and you're successful with it, that just adds to that level of confidence you play with in a postseason.
Yeah, and you know, when you get up like this also gives you an opportunity to give some players that haven't had a lot of time, some varsity time, because you never know during the postseason, you know, if somebody goes down, who's going to have to step up.
This will drift back, and Howard sends it back to midfield.
And not only that, the mileage comes off a little bit on some of the star players. Sano not playing for 25 minutes probably absolutely helps refresh the legs as you get closer to the end of the season.
Yep, and that as well, Jim, is just, you know, the potential of an injury. And that has certainly hit both of these teams this season. So there's nothing more after scoring 4 goals and getting an assist. And the game and the match pretty much in hand. The remaining 25 minutes of the second half. Good time to sit him and many of the others and get some of these younger players some playing time should they need it postseason. So back in. Now pinching in from the 50. Coon Rapids tries to pole vault over the top of a Rebels defender. Coming up from underneath that was number 18, Woods.
Yeah, right. Riley got the raw deal. He got a foul called on him and got steamrolled.
Moving in through attempt. This one dribbled, hits the foot The bounce gathered and flashing the leather, making the nice glove save was Bergman, Nathan Bergman, a sophomore. Between the pipes is the keeper here in the second half for the Rebels. Just under 20 seconds to play. And I've enjoyed the matches we've had today, and of course got the pep, the speed, the swag here of this Rebels boys team. Has been outstanding to call here this evening, Jim.
It really has. This is a fun group to watch, and I think they're going to make some noise when it comes to playoff time.
They appear to be hitting their stride at just the right time. Hey, Coon Rapids Cardinals, their record goes to 3-8-4, a very young team. You see great things ahead of that team as well, and their coaching staff as well. Champlin Park takes home a 6-0 win. Jim, any final words?
Hey, yeah, well, regular season's now done. Now it's one and done if you don't come to play. So best of luck to both teams as they head into sectional playoffs.
Hey, thanks for the whole QCTV truck, all the workers, everything else. Let's take a look at some broadcast games coming up. Football, Blaine is at Champlin Park. That's coming up Friday. Double feature as well. Some light coverage of St. Francis at Andover. Homecoming for the Huskies. And meanwhile, in football again on October 10th at Osseo at Anoka. And on October 16th, it's Wyzetta traveling to Anoka to take on an impressive Tornado squad.
The Pumpkin Bowl.
And that is happening then. Well, hey, thanks to the crew, thanks to QCTV, all the camera action, and thanks to all the viewers for listening in. I'm Joe Rulin along with Jim Childs. Score here 6-0 in favor of the Rebels over at Coon Rapids. Have yourself a lower 90 evening and an upper 90 price. Thank you.